Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's time for some Saturday morning react tunes, my friends, this time featuring Star Trek, the Animated Series, Season 2, Episode 4, The Albatross. And as we've mentioned before, unfortunately there's only 6 episodes in the second season, so including this one, we have 3 more adventures, my friends. Let's enjoy each and every one of them. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning react tunes, or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to board the animated NCC 1701, that beauty, as we watch Season 2, Episode 4, The Albatross. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! T-3. I spent so long, Jim's telling us about the Final Frontier. I spent so long watching the original series that this feels like a blink of an eye, even though we've been doing it now for a couple months. But, you know, the original series was like a devotion. It was a job. It was the greatest job, but it was just such a focused amount of Trek. And my God, I loved each and every second of it. I think I'll feel about Babylon 5 the same way I feel about the original series whenever I finish. It has that same feel. The Expanse too. I feel that way about The Expanse, but The Expanse just had so few episodes, you know, in comparison, that it's easier to remember all of The Expanse, but there's just so much in the original series. Albatross, written by Dario Finelli. What do we got? What do we got? Silences. There we go. What are we doing?
Preparing to beam aboard the Enterprise following the successful completion of delivery of medical supplies to the planet Dramia.
Training.
We of Dramia wish to thank you and the others of your Federation for your invaluable assistance, Captain Kirk.
Wow, look at that. Look at those aliens. Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Commander Demos?
I have here a warrant for the arrest and trial of one of your party, Captain.
Warrant? Who?
What are you talking about?
You are hereby directed to surrender for trial by the people of Dramia, Dr. Leonard McCoy, Medical Officer, USS Enterprise.
The
Plum?
wanton slaughter of hundreds of people is not a joke, Captain.
What?
According to this, Dr. McCoy was responsible for a plague which ravaged the planet Dramia 2 some 19 years ago, Captain.
19 years ago? Plum starts throwing punches. You'll never take me alive.
The warrant's legal. Mr. Spock and I are at the Hall of Justice. We'll keep you informed.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Did a mass inoculation program on Dramia 2 19 years ago. When his force left, a massive plague struck the planet, killing most of its people.
That doesn't mean he was...
Right. Inoculations.
Trial. You mean kangaroo court. I've heard about Draymond Justice.
Captain, you're becoming emotional.
Of course I am.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Is it possible that I really did?
Nonsense.
Yeah.
Guard?
What now, Captain?
Some pre-trial investigation, Mr. Spock, on Dramia 2.
I mean, again, there would be some safeguards for Plum.
Raymond Justice is swift. Too swift for them to save you, perhaps.
Well, you seem intent on a guilty verdict.
The historical records of this solar system are spotty at best, going back 19 years. Mostly they're technical data. Meteor showers, auroras, radiation reports.
Could any of those have caused it? Plague.
There it is.
Oh my God, I spelled it right.
Characterized by pigmentation changes in skin of victim, debilitation, death. Certain species known to have natural immunity, notably Vulcan.
Really?
The Earth captain is planning to visit Dramia 2 to investigate the case.
Ready a patrol ship.
Why are you so worried about it?
We are beyond subspace communications with Starfleet and proceeding under my own authority.
Awesome. On our own. I like it. My favorite.
Approximately 4 hours, Captain.
Increase to warp 6, Mr. Scott.
I'm not sure I would have left Plum there.
Unless I miss my guess, that's friend Demos.
What if he attacks, sir?
Why should he? We haven't contacted him, so we must not have detected him. He'd have to explain an attack. Probably prefer to sneak aboard, seeing that we carelessly left the hangar doors open.
But the hangar doors aren't open, Captain.
Ah, yes. Take care of that oversight, will you, Mr. Sulu?
The front of their ships look like them. Like, how do you think you could go undetected? Right? Like, especially when you're like 9 feet tall and yellow.
You will remind me to report my conduct to the Federation, won't you, Mr. Spock?
Of course, Captain.
I demand that you report to the Federation now.
Too far away.
Unfortunately, we're out of communications range.
Oh, wah, wah.
Sorry, Commander. Your ship is, impounded.
We blew it up.
You are a stowaway, Commander.
I have been tricked.
And you know what the penalty for being a stowaway is? Death. I don't adhere by Federation law. It's the law of the sea.
Situation normal. Aurora reported in the sector, however.
It's something with a natural phenomenon. They talked about the radiation stuff, and there's a meteor storm. That probably brought some type of plague.
Good. Then it's safe for us to beam down to Dramia 2. Shall we, gentlemen?
You coming down, Demos?
Now, Mr. Spock, you're not trying to scare our Dramian friend, are you? Of course, you can back out if you'd like, Commander.
I go.
You heard the man, Mr. Scott.
I mean, technically, if there's a plague down there and these are his people, probably be a bad idea to see what's happening.
Enchanting place I've ever been to.
It's a dead world.
Seldom leave behind fields of flowers, Captain.
I walked right into that one.
The distinction here is between the world of the living and the world of the walking dead.
Saturday morning cartoon, everybody. We have a murder trial, we have a plague, we have a dead planet, now we have zombies.
He's disappeared. It's almost as if he dematerialized.
Not likely, Captain.
He's hiding somewhere.
I would advise against that, Captain.
I'm sure you won't mind if I ignore your advice.
Oh, dear God. Are they mad or can they communicate?
He, like the others who remain here, was away at the time. They returned to their planet to find that their families had succumbed to the plague. He and a few others, senseless in their grief, chose to live here. There were no actual survivors.
You are wrong. There was a survivor.
Really?
Koltai survived. By what miracle? I do not know. People all about me becoming blue in color, then green, and finally red.
Dr. McCoy, do you remember him?
The Earth Doctor. He saved my life. A man who saves does not also kill, Commander.
I mean, certainly not intentionally, right? Like he's not some diabolical biological warfare warlord.
Let's get underway for Dramia.
Sir?
Who is that?
Does Koltai look any different than Demos? I mean, it's not.
Warp 6, Scotty.
I'll pour on the coal, Captain.
I'll pour on the coal.
We want him to be a sterling witness.
I would have left like an advocate or something like that for Plum. We're going through this nebula again. They're showing it. Somebody starts to turn blue, then green, then red.
The trial may be academic.
Academic?
Yes, Captain. Koltai is turning blue.
It's the nebula.
He is hardly fit to testify at the trial, Captain.
We've got to save him.
For McCoy's sake.
And to save his life.
Does that shock you, Commander?
It is not that. It is...
Captain, you're blue.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh across the board. Spock, it's going to be up to you.
Take command.
The situation is not very Smurfy. I'll see myself out.
As commanding officer, I have ordered the activation of General Order 6. General Order 6 has been activated.
You know who we could use right now? Plum.
Report to sickbay, Mr. Sulu.
But, sir, who will monitor?
I assure you, I am capable, Mr. Sulu.
Well, Spock, you're going to be flying the whole thing, shoveling the coal and driving the train.
Captain, your condition.
We have to get McCoy. Must find an antidote.
We need Bones up here.
The plague is aboard the Enterprise.
Deimos?
The same. You must release Dr. McCoy temporarily. He is needed to find an antidote.
No.
Okay.
Deimos cannot speak, the witness cannot speak, yet you wish us to release the prisoner, McCoy. Your treachery is transparent, Vulcan.
All right, then I'll rain hellfire down on your planet.
I can't infect the planet, Captain. And I can get McCoy.
I'd say either we get McCoy or we're sending every crew member down to your planet to start kissing people. I'm playing hardball.
Spock, what in the world?
Later, Doctor.
It's a prison break.
Spock, have you and Jim gone out of your minds? Why, this is a jailbreak.
Yeah.
Just come with me, please.
No, Spock, it's illegal. That's what it is. Besides, I must stand trial. I have to find out.
Plum will argue about any point.
After you've found an antidote for the plague, which is about to kill everyone aboard the Enterprise.
Plague? Why didn't you tell me?
You wouldn't give me a chance.
You are arguing, Leonard.
Beam us aboard, Captain.
We need to have some way to activate the transporters from like our communicators in case like you can't,
Jim.
like Jim falls over. We would need to be able to get back up there.
The file on all known diseases doesn't recognize these symptoms of pigmentation changes.
Blast it, Spock, work harder.
I mean, can they turn red and then die, or does it like they die and turn red?
It must be the activity of that blasted aurora.
Bones. That's it.
Spock, feed in the data without mentioning the color change symptoms.
The color change symptoms were misleading the computer.
Because they were caused by the aurora. There was an aurora 19 years ago, I remember.
Which brought on the particular plague, just as this aurora has brought it on.
Okay, so how do we reverse it?
The disease, what is it? What's the antidote?
That's a problem, Doctor. There is no known antidote.
Well, it's good to know you.
Remember a certain Coal Tie, a man you treated for saurian virus?
Yes, I think I do.
He did survive.
Did survive the first plague.
Spock, I see what you mean.
You might have some antibodies.
Antibodies in his blood. That's what made him immune.
I presume, Doctor, that you have a supply of live saurian virus antibodies in your laboratory.
Also, not only did he not start the plague, his inoculations actually saved some people. Okay. Well, like I said, we should nuke this place from orbit. Only way to be sure.
Bones, you did it.
Again.
Yeah, again.
We of Dramia wish to thank you, Doctor, for your discovery of the antidote which frees us from future attacks of the auroral plague.
Thank Mr. Spock, too.
We will even forget about the unorthodox manner of your release.
What? We'll forget about you falsely accusing our doctor. How's that?
Well, you have been derelict in your duties of late, Doctor.
Spock, you know as well as I do what we've all just been through. Why, that... Jim, if I'm ever in jail again, don't send that Vulcan to release me. Just let me rot.
Promise. I promise, Plum. I like how Spock's like, you just got out of prison, Plum. Time to bust your balls. Fantastic. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Star Trek, the Animated Series, Season 2, Episode 4, The Albatross, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everyone, we just finished The Albatross, the 4th episode of the 2nd and final season of Star Trek, the Animated Series. Another good one. I think this was in many ways, I was kind of hoping for a trial episode, to see how they would do that in the animated series. And we sort of had this. I mean, it was not a conventional way of kind of proving innocence, but we got there. We got there. And I thought that it was interesting, too, because anytime that we're able to kind of fold in the environment of space, these different things that we have phenomenon that appear, And as soon as they said there was a meteor shower and a swarm and a radiation something or other, I thought one of those had to have done something, because you and I know that Plum certainly wouldn't, intentionally do anything to anybody that would cause even a single patient to die, let alone a plague that would take out an entire world. But I always thought to myself too, if he's coming forward with inoculations, there's no way that he is the end of the chain for responsibility for something like that. And I know we're talking about a Saturday morning cartoon, but the animated series and its creators go above and beyond to make sure that, one, they don't dumb down the Star Trek, the science, or anything like that. And two, we have seriously heavy themes on a Saturday morning cartoon. I mean, in the Jihad, we had talks of like sexual relationships, we've had murder, we've had in yesteryear having to put a family pet down. I mean, I'm treating it with that level of maturity and respect. And so, with all of that going into play, there has to have been a chain of sort of custody for something like an inoculation. So, if there was pointing a finger at one particular individual, I certainly don't think it would be McCoy, who was there 19 years ago, probably didn't hold like chief medical officer rank or anything like that. See, this would be higher up on the food chain. This would be the chain of command far and above whatever, rank McCoy would have been at the time. And the Dramians should have, brought this up with the Federation. Hey, we had this is something that should have been taken care of 19 years ago. You don't wait for somebody to come back so you can get them. You know what I mean? And I do understand that this was far outside of Federation space. They made a point to say, hey, we're not in communication with Starfleet or the star bases. We're on our own. And that's my favorite part. When Jim and crew are basically, they're an island unto themselves. They are the Federation representatives. They're Starfleet inside the walls of the NCC 1701. That's it. They can only rely on the people on board that craft or friendly allies or things like that. It's really my favorite time, because that's when they shine. That's when you see how great they all are at their jobs, how they're able to overcome these things that, maybe, again, never been experienced. This plague was brand new information to everybody on the crew. No chance to prepare for it. So in the moment, they have to kind of start spinning, figuring out solutions, figuring out ways to prove the innocence of Plum, at the same time as getting evidence enough to support any type of, they know that he's innocent, but they have to find some type of 19-year-old evidence to be able to, get him clear, get him away from all of this. And they certainly seemed hell-bent on killing Plum. Oh, you can try all you'd like, but we have swift justice here on Dramia. Okay. I just think, again, it's a perfect example of this one actually packed a lot into it, I thought. We had, normally whenever we have one of these episodes, an animated episode, everything is truncated. So there's not too many elements of what we would see in the original series. But in this one, we had 2 away excursions on both Dramia and Dramia 2. We had a plague that was introduced. We had one of our protagonists in dire trouble. We had everybody get sick. We had Spock have to, come to the fore and figure all of this out. We had to figure out what caused it, which was the phenomenon in space that was also mentioned. And after that was all said and done, we had to have Plum basically save the day with Spock's help, obviously. And then we had the resolution when we went back down to planet to talk to the Dramians about basically, not being assholes anymore. And which they said, oh, we'll forget about you breaking the non-conventional, unconventional way that you broke out Dr. McCoy from. The illegal way that you arrested him, sure, yeah, you can bring that up. We can do this all day. He wasn't supposed to be in jail to begin with, but whatever. So, but again, look at all of that they packed into one 20-minute episode of Star Trek. And as I've said before, each one of these episodes gives us more time with the original crew. And this one in particular did a really good job of exploring dynamics, increasing the McCoy Spock, headbutting, but also at the same time what they're willing to do for one another. Excellently done. Another great episode. I'm so glad that I'm watching the animated series, 1, and 2, that it's living up to the honor and the integrity and the heritage that is Star Trek in such a powerful way. It's great, great stuff, my friends. Well, Only 2 episodes left. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React Tunes. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now unfortunately it's time to say goodbye from this, the 4th episode of the 2nd and final season of Star Trek the Animated Series The Albatross. So where should we say goodbye from, my friends? Well, I say because we are an island of a federation, an island unto itself, that's when we shine. And we are crew members, always have been, of the NCC 1701. And so this is our time to shine too. We have to prove the innocence of Plum. We have to make sure that the Dramians who are still on Dramia 2 are taken care of, that we can save ourselves from a plague. There's a lot going on, friends, just like we like it, because this is Star Trek. What better place to be? Friends, until we can finish out the animated series, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.